What's up, YouTube people? It's your boy Patty McNinja, and within the last week we have gotten some good news, but unfortunately some bad news, even though the bad news wasn't super surprising, regarding Grand Theft Auto 6. So of course, since I'm making this video, I want to talk about that news. So without further ado, let's rock. Rockstar Games, the studio that develops the GTA games, announced the other day that the release date for probably one of, if not the most anticipated video game release of all time, GTA 6, is May 26th, which, if you're watching this and you've been living under a rock, you're probably thinking, that's great, that's a few weeks from now. Why is this bad news? Well, of course, it's May 26, 2026, which of course is a pretty big delay from the previously announced fall 2025 launch. Set in a fictionalized Florida, GTA 6 follows the story of Lucia and her partner in a Bonnie and Clyde style narrative. The first trailer for GTA 6, released in 2023, broke records with 93 million views in 24 hours, becoming the most viewed non-music video on YouTube in that time frame. Like I said earlier, it's probably the most hyped I've seen people for a video game in a very long time, maybe ever. So of course, Rockstar, following the delay announcement, kind of had to play some damage control. So they came out with a statement, and most of it's just kind of corporate propaganda, corporate speak, whatever you want to call it. But basically they said, just kind of paraphrase, the delay aims to ensure the game meets the high quality standards fans expect. Rockstar emphasizes their commitment to delivering an experience that exceeds expectations. Blah, 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 just that kind of corporate speak sort of statement. Unfortunately, that statement wasn't good enough for some people, and by some people, I mean Wall Street people. Take-Two Interactive, the parent company of Rockstar, saw their stock fall almost 7% following the delay announcement. It got so bad that the CEO of Take-Two, Strauss Zelnick, which I know all names are made up, but that name especially sounds made up. It literally sounds like somebody went into a RPG name generator site and it just spit this name out. He had to come out and kind of basically comfort shareholders that Take-Two would be fine with games like Borderlands 4 and Mafia: The Old Country coming out soon, and those games could kind of hold down the fort, so to speak, until May 2026. Which, honestly, call me cynical if you want, but I think the concept of this rich CEO having to come out and kind of make excuses to shareholders, it just kind of makes me smile, just because I think we've all, any of us with like big boy or big girl jobs, have had meetings where we've had to come out and basically tell everybody, hey, this situation that we find ourselves in sucks, but trust me, it's not my fault. I did everything I could do. It's not my fault. Please don't fire me. Those meetings aren't fun. And the idea of having this super rich CEO that's probably not used to being uncomfortable kind of makes me smile. All right, so this might be an unpopular opinion, and I'm definitely bummed. I do want to mention that right off the rip. I'm always going to be bummed when a game that I'm excited for gets delayed, even though the gaming industry is kind of loosey-goosey with their release dates, and it's never super surprising when a game gets released. It's definitely a bummer. I was excited for this game. It's not necessarily my favorite game. Like, the Grand Theft Auto is not my favorite franchise, but I play all these games. I'll put my 100 to 200 hours played into this game for sure. But I do know that a lot of people get really obsessed with these games. These are kind of their ride or die franchise. So I feel for those people that were super excited for this game. It's always kind of a bummer when a game that you're really looking forward to gets delayed. It's one of my least favorite parts of this hobby, is that the gaming industry as a whole is kind of loosey-goosey with their release dates. So that always sucks. But especially if you've been watching this channel for a while, it's not super surprising. I've been saying for a minute now. I actually think I might have mentioned this in my most anticipated games of 2025 video. I didn't include Grand Theft Auto 6 in that video because I was like 99% confident that it was not going to come out in 2025. So I'm not super surprised by this delay. However, I actually do think that is kind of a blessing in disguise for a couple of reasons. One, again, I'm not super surprised, but also we've already had a pretty good year in gaming. I know I bring this game up a lot, but it's because I love it so much, and that is Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. It's one of the best open world RPGs I've ever played. So if you haven't played that game yet, you should definitely check it out. If you respect my opinion at all, you should definitely check that game out. It's amazing. So you have that one to play, especially if you like Grand Theft Auto. You obviously like open world RPGs. You should definitely check out that one. Obviously it has a different vibe to it, but it's still a great game. I'm currently making my way through Expedition 33. I've talked about that game on a past video. That game's amazing as well. So if you haven't checked that one out, it's great as well. It would probably be my front runner for Game of the Year if Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 hadn't already come out. So I'm really enjoying that one, but I haven't played the Oblivion remake yet. I haven't played Blueprints yet. Those are two games I are already on my backlog already for 2025. We haven't even gotten Death Stranding 2 yet. We haven't gotten the Switch 2 yet. And then we also have Metal Gear Solid, the Snake Eater remake, just to name a few things that are coming out already this year that are confirmed to come out this year. So we have a lot to play this year. So we don't necessarily, even though we were excited for Grand Theft Auto 6, we don't necessarily need this game to come out. So there's that. But also, not only did they delay it, which sucks for sure, but a lot of times when games get delayed, it's always kind of like ambiguous about when it's going to actually be released. It's always like, oh, we're going to push it to sometime in 2026, or like Q1 2026, or fall 2026. They very rarely give us an exact release date when we get these delays. And so I really appreciated that, yes, it got delayed, but now we know exactly when it's going to come out. So we can prepare as gamers for this game coming out. I don't know about you, but I do plan on taking that whole week off when it comes out. I think the 26th is a Tuesday, if I remember correctly. Some video games come out on Tuesdays, some come out on Fridays. I believe this is a Tuesday, if I remember correctly. So I plan on taking the rest of that week off from work. My vacation days will have reset by then, so I plan on taking those days off and kind of making this a pretty big deal. So that's exciting. But not only us as gamers can we prepare now that we know the exact release date, but I guarantee you publishers are also going to prepare. I guarantee you that there's not going to be that many AAA titles, if any at all, that are going to come out anytime around Grand Theft Auto 6, because this is going to be a giant bomb of a game that's about to go off in May 2026. So I guarantee you that most publishers are going to avoid that month like the plague, and probably June as well if they're smart, because they know nobody is going to buy games during that period, because everybody is going to be playing this game, or at least most of all gamers are going to be playing this game. So we're going to have a pretty big runway, and we're going to have room to breathe to play this game and kind of give it what it deserves, especially gamers like myself that I try to play everything. And so for me, it's kind of stressful when a bunch of really cool games come out really close together, because it feels like I'm not giving those games room to breathe. So I definitely appreciate that Rockstar has not only delayed it, which again, that sucks, but when they delayed it, they actually told us when it was going to come out. So not only can we prepare, but publishers can also prepare. So I do think that we're not going to get too many games coming out around this period. All right, to end this video on a much more positive note, not only did we get the official release date, yes, it was delayed a year, but we did get a release date the other day. But literally earlier today, I honestly had most of this video recorded before I saw that they dropped a brand new trailer for GTA 6 earlier today. So I thought it would be kind of cool to do an impromptu and quick trailer reaction. Now, this trailer consists of just cutscenes. There is no gameplay. GTA. However, apparently this trailer was captured on a PS5. I'm not sure if it was a PS5 base model or a PS5 Pro, but at the very least, we know that this was captured on PS5. So these are in-game cutscenes that we got to see. So we got to actually see how it will actually look running on a PS5. Of course, Rockstar has a ton of money. GTA is one of, if not the biggest franchise of all time. So you would expect that they'd be able to pour a lot of money into making this game look amazing. So you would expect this trailer to look cool because it's in-game cutscenes for this game that has a ton of money behind it. However, even judging by that standard, I think that this trailer exceeded those expectations. It looks incredible. The fidelity in the cutscenes looks amazing. The lighting looks incredible. If the gameplay itself looks 75% as good as these cutscenes, this game is gonna blow my fucking mind. Not only that, but I mentioned earlier in this video, again, I had that part already recorded before I knew that they dropped this trailer, but I mentioned earlier in this video that this game kind of had a Bonnie and Clyde vibe to it. And that's something they definitely leaned into in this trailer. The trailer literally has the male protagonist, now we know his name is Jason Duval, picking up our girl Lucia from prison. And then essentially the rest of the trailer is just a montage of them getting into criminal shit. I do also want to appreciate for a second, the first part of this trailer does make a joke about leaks. And of course, this game is infamous for having a bunch of leaks. I feel like that was kind of Rockstar's not so subtle wink to the fact that they've had a lot of leaks with this game. So I thought that was pretty cute. I mean, I was already psyched for this game and I assumed it was going to look good, like I said earlier, but this trailer definitely got me more excited. But as always, those are just my thoughts on the GTA 6 news. I'd love to hear yours in the comments down below. Of course, I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, do me a huge favor. It doesn't take long. Go ahead and smash that like button, as the kids say. It's just a quick and easy way to tell YouTube that you enjoyed this video, and they should push it to people that also might enjoy it as well. If you especially enjoyed it, it would be awesome if you go ahead and subscribe, and if you do subscribe, ding that bell. That way you get notified every time I post another video. I try to post weekly gaming related content, so if you're into that type of content, which you obviously are if you've made it this far in the video, definitely consider subscribing, and if you do subscribe, ding that bell. But until next video, take it easy. What's up, YouTube people? It's your boy Patty McNinja, and this is my boy Yoshi, aka Kitty Boy, and we were just talking and we agree that since you made it this far in the video, you might as well subscribe. You wouldn't want to disappoint Kitty Boy, would you?